So for this installment in my plethora of to come Destiny series, I'll be comparing Destiny to Halo 3. In this video, you'll see a series of side-by-side clips in some closely similar situations. Since Bungie developed Halo and is now developing Destiny, there's a lot of praise going around and also a lot of concern as to how Destiny will play and how it's going to feel. So right off the bat, here are the first few things I noticed. The comparison with Halo 3, the health meter was obviously the first thing I noticed. When they both deplete, they both make a similar noise as your character turns red. I personally think this is something a little bit too reminiscent of Halo and something they should have changed or modified a little bit. That's one aspect of Halo that's kind of like instinct for me, and it always reminds me of it. I didn't love Halo either, and for those who felt the same way, it really isn't exactly a great feeling. But, it's there. At least it's not completely the same, but at the same time, they could have done something different. Also, when you reload, you can kind of notice a similar way in which both characters reload. I'm not really sure how to describe it. Maybe it's the way he puts the cartridge back in the gun, but it kind of has that same animated feeling. And they both really feel fond of each other. As for the guns themselves, since Destiny had so many, you can't really compare the actual guns to each other. Although there were some laser rifles on Destiny that were pretty reminiscent of the laser rifles in Halo 4, even though Halo 4 wasn't made by Bungie. Jumping isn't the same at all, thank God. There isn't any more annoying Halo jumping. Now there are going to be varying degrees of what will soon come to be known as annoying Destiny jumping, floating, etc. things. Though the plot really hasn't been developed, there are definitely some standout similarities already. One being the Hive, and it just reminded me of the Flood. The Hive, the Flood, like I think they could have chosen different names. And I'm just curious to see how they both play out, since in Halo 3 you had both those alien factions fighting for each other over, religious reasons, the Covenant and the Flood. So I'm curious to see what role the Hive will play in this game. So the vehicle play was pretty good. When you're looking at these two side by sides, it's going to be deceiving. You may think, wow, that looks similar, but I can't lie. When you control the vehicle, it honestly doesn't feel the same. Probably due in large part to the controller layout, which is a lot better. Halo's vehicle layout was kind of weird, but the vehicle play was definitely great. I think Destiny's is better. You feel all the more invincible while piloting in Destiny. No complaints here at all. Though in the multiplayer, I think Bungie can introduce the concept of jumping onto the vehicle to disable it, because these bad boys pack a big punch and can change how a game is played out. So personally, with these comparisons, I think both the games are great, and I think Destiny is doing a great thing. Bungie hasn't taken huge leaps in all areas of their new game. Instead, they threw in a lot of new flavors while keeping some of the old ingredients that made their previous blockbuster franchise so successful. And I think that's really important to a great game. You throw in a lot of new ideas, but you keep things that made your old game amazing there. That's what's going to make Destiny probably Game of the Year. And if it really does turn out to be what I think it'll turn out to be, it's probably going to win a lot of other awards and a lot of other categories, and it's really going to blow things away. So that was my comparison. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, liked and subscribed, and if you didn't, well, whatever. Thanks for watching.